Welcome to KSP Beta 0.90. This is my modded career series, and today we are going to do a little contract. First off, we got to test one of these liquid fuel booster things. So, I found one of the good ways to test these things on the ground is to make it as light and as cheap as possible. Not that that's very cheap, because these things cost a whole metric butt ton of money. And what unlucky Kerbal shall we throw in there today? Let's throw in our scientist, because why not? And let's launch this thing. I'm not even going to title it because who cares? It's one of those silly little tested at the ground contracts and we're done. And then we should move on to something a little bit better. So, are we ready for this? 3, 2, 1, go! I just got paid. A little bit. That's okay, I'm going to recover the full cost of the thing, and that'll be all good. So, let's recover this, shall we? I love ground testing contracts on Kerbin. They are so easy to do. Not quite enough to test anything, but that's alright. What else did we get? We got no XP given, and that's about it. So, what else shall we do today? Oh, let's check our science tree. Is there anything here I can get? Nope, I am 12 points shy of science in order to unlock something. So the claw, I got some more flight goodies here I could use. Oh, more elevons, those are good to get. A lot of probe parts, some A's things, some of these orbital science goodies, some stock little parts like the midget little engines and things. Oh, a little inline RCS tank, that's always cute to put on top of little capsules. Some KW rocketry specific things, some A's solar panels. Yeah, it'd be nice to have some of that stuff, but let's see what else we can do. A surface outpost on the moon. Well, pays well. Gives me good science return. 5 Kerbals. Power antenna docking port on the moon, and I have to keep SAS off for 10 seconds. That sounds simple enough. In fact, the field trip thing I did a couple episodes ago probably would have been able to fulfill this quite easily. But we saw how well that worked out. Well, anyway, we have something at Minmus that we need to take care of, so let's go to our Minmus lander, and let's think about getting Jebediah home, so we can cash in on some of the science that he's got sitting here in the capsule, rather. Alright, so I gotta do a magnetometer scan. I believe I've done that, but let's go ahead and double check this here. Hydrogen block. Oh, I like that my frame rate jumped through the roof. Looks like it. Surface data, so we'll keep that. Laser surface scan, no, I can't get that. This is the contract I cannot complete. Histogram observation data from the surface of Minmus's lowlands. Oh, well, this isn't even a lowlands, this is a flat, so that whole contract is no good. Plant a flag on the moon. Sorry, that's not happening today. Transmit recover science data from space around Minmus, done that. Transmit recover science data space surface of Minmus, yep. And I got a geostationary satellite that I gotta do and keep in orbit, or in line of sight of a particular spot around Kerbin. So, I have that to do. And this test hydraulic detachment manifold on the moon. Well then, let's go home. We are roughly on the equator of Minmus. So it says my latitude scan here. So we are going to make sure our engine is fully powered up. Check. And we're going to turn sharply towards 90 degrees. So let's get going. We're going to go hard over for the horizon. This should help us clear any sort of mountainous terrain that's in the way. Yep, looks good. And that's it. Minmus is very easy to escape from. Yes. Quite. So I'm so low I can't even time accelerate, but that's okay. We'll worry about that in a minute. Or 2, or 3. Well, we can fizz warp. and I get this nice nifty time delay thing of, oh my gosh, my computer's flipping out trying to run the physics, and I get a frame rate of only 30 frames a second, but that's okay since I'm only going to upload this at 30 frames a second to YouTube, so who cares. Alright, so now that we are free from that, we can speed our way up to 6,000 meters. 2, 1... Think about slowing yourself down on time acceleration. Turn towards prograde. Give yourselves a little bit of a burn here. Actually, we wait a little bit longer. Good enough. I said good enough. Here we go. Perfect. We are in orbit. Alright. Home is that way. See my little stupid satellite here. Inclined ComSat, which doesn't do me any good. Alright. Getting home from Minmus, as I've stated a million times before, is easy. Just that away. Well, not quite like that. We'll dial that back some. Yeah. That looks a little better. So we need to do our node in 40 minutes for 9 seconds of burn. I got this. The reason why I'm sending Jebediah home despite having lots of life support supplies is because, well, I really can't do much of anything else here at Minmus, so there's no point in staying. And it would be nice if I could pick up another mission and do it out here, but that's not going to be the case today. Here we go, more time acceleration, speed this up. And it drops us down since our altitude dropped. Oh, that's curious. What is my orbital period? If I'm going to hit this in 11 minutes, and that in... It seems like the orbital period around Minmus, at even such a low altitude, is quite a bit lower than it is at Kerbin. I mean, I kind of know why. It's because Minmus gravity is very low, therefore your orbital speed drops as a result. The higher the gravity, the faster you need to go to keep missing the ground. And go. Not much fuel to do this. I have lots left over. We're just going to go ahead and run this thing all the way out. Okay. Let's deploy the gear. Okay. What else can we do? Do I have a telescope? Did I think to bring the telescope? Oh, no more samples can be collected. Boo. Okay. We're fine, we're cool. Now, as we all remember, I have the alkaline fuel cell toggled to run off of my brake key, because this being a rocket, the brake key doesn't do me much of any good, so that's why it does that. Oh, there's our landing spot. Lesser flats. Okay, let's go home. And as we all recall, the reason I have that fuel cell is because I don't want to have to run into issues with power. I can't see it dropped a bit. Somehow, time acceleration, life support can't keep up with it for some crazy reason, so I'm not sure why. Okay, now I could afford to just, what could I? 33 days, and it would take me 18 days to get back to apoapsis again. Close enough. Jeb, go retrograde. Thanks, dude. You're awesome, by the way. Now, I keep trying to mouse over my periapsis point so I can actually see the numbers. It's right here. And the void is really quite awesome. Full throttle, go, go, go. Okay, let's not plow right into the atmosphere like lickety-split. We'll actually try to get this so we can get back to KSC. Get that extra money. So to do that, we're going to dial engine way back. so we can ease into it better. So let's do 43. Yeah, that's good enough. Now we can turn that way up again. And now I can go like this. Yeah, see, now it's 349. But if I do one more, it drops. 343. How strange is that, huh? Now you notice my food, water, all that other fun stuff is slowly dropping. That's okay. Alright, looks like we're getting close to getting home. Oh, a little bit of screen lag there and stuff as everything tries to catch up. Alright, KSC is over there and we are highly inclined. So unless I somehow manage to magically drag my periapsis down to come back down over the equator, we're not going to get a very good landing out of this. That's okay! I don't think we're going to shed all that speed all at one go. So, let's just read this out on Fizz Warp. Jeb, as usual, is loving the flight. Wobble, wobble, wobble. The capsule's doing the rubato or something. Okay, we're coming back out, so we will be definitely able to fix our inclination. I'll set my I'll set Moon as target since Moon is equatorial, so I can figure out how far off my inclination is, or where my maneuver should be done at. I can see my inclination is 21.043 degrees. Alright, so now Moon says target. Hey, it's almost at apoapsis. That's cool. So let's incline this so it flips. Good enough. Alright, so let's turn this on and go hold the maneuver. I guess you tell him to hold normal if I wished, once I get there. That'll work for now. Plenty of life support for this. It's only in a few hours anyway. I'm well within the Moon's orbit. Oh, by the way, I need to unset that. I don't need that anymore. Oh! Looks like I missed doing the burn right away, so hey Jeb. Anti-normal. Thanks, dude. That's great. Okay, now that I'm pretty much at where I need to be, I can do it manually like this and basically watch the node numbers. Hey, perfect. That's pretty much equatorial. Oh yeah, just there. Okay, shall we do... Alright, what do we got now? PE 79? No, that's not good enough. So when we get to AP, we will lower our periapsis again. Okay, so it looks like we're going to hit periapsis in 3 hours. KSC is on the far side, right where my periapsis is, so in 3 hours, KSC will be over here. So if I really wanted to be persnickety, I could... Oh, gee, I'm almost geosync at this point. No, I'm not. It's not. This is geosync here. So if I wanted to, I could kick out my orbit to being about 6 hours. Or my periapsis being 6 hours away, which puts KSC over there. But then my periapsis would be way out here, and KSC would be right underneath me, so that doesn't do me any good, does it? So, well, we do need to slow down, because I'm just going to be coasting in this orbit forever, like this. I just hold retrograde. Let's do 45 kilometers again. Yeah, good enough. Time accelerate. Yeah, see, there's KSC. Too far ahead of us, or behind us. We are way far ahead. So 45 44 kilometer periapsis that should allow me to claw back into orbit again to try that a second time, because I want to maximize the amount of money I bring back. Capsule's not sure if it wants to face forwards or backwards. Looks like it wants to face backwards. Okay. Do the rubato again. Okay, we are climbing back out. AP is still a couple million meters, or a couple thousand kilometers. Really, Kerbal Space Program's not that big at all. It's really teeny. Alright, so that puts our periapsis again. It's about 4 hours away. That'll put KSC over here. That might actually work. So yeah, we can do that. Yeah, right about there. So if I wanted to, I could go ahead and, yep. Jeb's like, yep, I'll maintain retrograde for you, man. I'll do a burn just to help that along some. Got plenty of propellants. Alright, let's see what that does for us as we slowly slow down. I found that deorbiting is one of the most boring parts of the flight. Once I get editing software, I'll figure out how to do post-video commentary and speed the hell out of this because it's really slow. Okay, so now our apoapsis is under 1,000,000 meters. Good. Let's make that smaller by a lot. Now, if I really wanted to, I could go ahead and shove myself back in the atmosphere. But I don't think that's going to work very well. Well, that does shift my AP around. Okay, let's try that. That means I slow down some more. Although it looks like I may have done too much. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to say hi to something over this way. Oh. What are you? Are you something I can do on the way down? Probably not. Oh, this is the satellite. The satellite I have in geosync. We'll have to point at this. That's not happening with this flight. Okay, where are we going to come down over? It'll be a night landing. I love night landings. Uh-oh. Frame rate went all to hell. Okay. There we go. So surface altitude, this tells me how high I am over the terrain. Hopefully I clear these mountains. Alright, let's say we get out of time acceleration here. Deserts! Hey, I'll get some sort of sample from deserts. That'll be cool. Now what we'll have to do is deploy landing gear and toggle the chutes. And we'll see how slowed down we get off 3 parachutes. That seems sufficient for doing a landing all by itself. Now fortunately, the closer you get to the ground, the brighter everything seems to get. So not having lights on Kerbin is not that big of a deal. I guess you get moonlight and starlight and all the other fun stuff, so. Here we go, stability assist. Put the engines, let's bring ourselves to about 4. meters per second. Whoa, 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 buddy, whoa, oh gosh. Bonk. Bit of a hill here. Rocket's a bit tall for that. But hey, we got down alright. Okay, so now we can get ourselves a surface sample of dirt. Get an EVA report of some more dirt. Oh, cool. Alright. Jeb, I didn't quite want you in there just right away. Take the data. Get an EVA report there. Thanks. Board. Anyway. Oh, I might have flown over the desert. Okay, crew report for the 1.5 useless little science we get there. And that's it. Cover the vessel. Alright, awesome return. Minmus is cool for that, and I wasn't really even trying that hard. So we got not a good return rate because I landed kind of far, but that's alright. 3 XP gained. Jebediah is on his way to landing on, or to getting level 3. That'll be cool. Alright, let's spend some of this science. I think I can spend all of it, really. Or I could go for the big stuff. I can get 3 of these. Oh, that's awesome. I get the nuke and say, screw it, we're going to Duna. I could get, oh, cool. Yeah, these are the KW rocketry radial decoupler, radial SAS modules. Some surface analyzers. Rover parts are cool. Some advanced landing gear, which I really don't need too much of. Oh yes, solar panels. Some extra probe parts. This has stability assist. Excellent, I could use that on a probe. This has stability assist and prograde retrograde hold. Getting you. I could get supersonic flight. Yes. I got all sorts of goodies I can spend science on. Anomalous signal detector. Probe core upgrade. That's good to get. Remote control capable. And integrated 3-kilometer always on widget. Turbojets, I actually make some good decent space planes. I think I'll just fill the rest of this tech tree up. Carry over 116. Now you'll notice here very heavy rocketry is locked because I can't do anything over 500 science. And this is a 550 point thing. So yeah, I'm short quite a bit. I need $3 million. I could do unlimited active Kerbals. I think I've upgraded everything. Yeah, everything is level 2. I could even put my launch pad up to unlimited. Which means I then would have no weight limit whatsoever. But I'd be effectively broke from that. So, I think once we come back, the next episode, I will figure out what to do next. So, thank you for watching. You all have a good day, and try not to die too much in KSP. Thanks.